The ultimate question of all time. Does size matter? Does your dick size matter, boy?
The penis.
The willy size.
Size of the dick.
In my honest and truthful opinion, I would have to say it does matter. But that's not the end of the world, man. It's completely how you deal with your own dick and how you learn to use it.
Exactly.
And how you make the other person feel pleasure. It's like, it does matter, but does anyone really care if you're amazing at other stuff?
Exactly. Yeah, so you have to counterbalance that small penis.
That extra small penis. We've got some tips for you on small penises and too big penises. Too small, too big.
Because you can be too big, guys.
Oh
like,
my God.
You can be too big.
Yes.
Like, sometimes
a burden.
it will just not fit in, and then when it fits in, it really hurts.
Yeah. So we do feel for you guys out there. We feel for both of you. We actually feel for any guy out there who thinks their dick size is inadequate.
Yeah.
There is nothing more difficult dealing with you thinking that your cock is not perfect, but most of the time your cock is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It makes girls come. It's going to be stuff of dreams, and even if you're not good now, you will be good in the future. And make sure that you are good. Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
And do your research if you're bothered. What's your perfect size?
Sadly, I think it is above average, but not like, I don't want a whale of a dick. Like, I think as long as it's
A whale of a dick.
Well, I'm not actually, I think average is okay. Like, I think you can have loads of great sex with an average sized penis. But like, if I had the choice, if I could magically make a penis the perfect size, it would be above average, but not like massive.
Yeah, I completely agree. I like an above average size cock, but I put that down to not being able to achieve a G-spot orgasm, so I don't need something smaller to hit the spot. I like it going deep and hard and all the way up there. But again, I've been with too big a cock, and it's terrifying. You know, you get anxiety before having sex because you think it's going to be too painful. You can end up getting urinary tract infections, and sometimes you can scar. And that's happened to people I know, for God's sake. You have to be careful about big dicks.
I bled from a dick too big. And also, like, if you're giving head to a really big dick, it also is pretty difficult.
It kills your jaw. It really does.
It really hurts your jaw.
But then again, on the other side, having a small dick in your mouth isn't. You kind of don't really.
Yes.
But we have some tips for you guys, you little guys and you big fucking guys. We have some exciting tips for you. Little dick tips. What to do if you have a little penis and you're worried about being embarrassed or not pleasuring your partner. Big suggestion is to overcompensate in the bedroom. Make sure you are good at everything.
Pleasing the woman.
Yes, and be exciting and spontaneous and making sure that you're listening to your partner and what they want.
Yeah, make sure you're doing exactly what they want.
If you're fucking someone, then don't be afraid to add in an extra finger, maybe even two, while you're fucking them, and you can always curl it around whilst you're fucking, and give them a little bit of extra pleasure, and that's quite exciting and new to do for people too.
And also toys. There are many dildos, there are wands that you can use,
there are
clitoris things.
Toys that can actually go over the penis. There are even enhancement like penis pumps. And I know that it's worked for a couple of people. Penis pumps, it depends on how dedicated you are. And they can work for some people and they don't work for others.
Make sure you are amazing at oral.
Amazing at oral.
Like,
if you can't,
super good.
If you can't make her come, then be good at oral. And make her
see our oral curious video.
Yes, have a look at that. There's some good tips in there if you want to be good at oral. And also making sure you do your research. Always do your research on anything and get opinions from other people, find out experience. They might give you some good ideas.
Ask your partner if they're enjoying it and make sure they're being honest with you, because you don't want them to be lying.
Yes.
So, big dick
The big
tips.
dick tips. You poor guys out there who have a big dick. Basically, the only good thing for you is porn. No, kidding. Joking. It's great that you have a massive dick, but I imagine that you find a lot of girls having a problem with it, and keeping a girl down, having sex with the same girl, and relationships can also be problematic. But we have some tips for you, and hopefully they will make things a little bit easier.
Yes. If your dick is the enormous side, you should probably let your partner know before they see it.
Yes, but not in an arrogant kind of I've got a big dick way.
No.
You can always say that. I mean, they'll probably guess if they're fooling around with you and they feel you're hard on, but it's recommended to chat to them before, just to be like, I've got a bit of a big dick. You can have a giggle about it. It doesn't have to be a serious topic. Big dicks are hilarious. But just make sure that she's okay with the size, and that she's going to enjoy it, that she's ready.
Which leads us on to the next tip.
The next tip, widening.
Make sure you've done foreplay.
Foreplay is absolutely necessary if you've got a massive dick.
You can't have sex without foreplay unless you've got a bucket full of lube.
Yes, lube is amazing. We like lube. Everyone fucking likes lube. It's never offensive to have a little bit of lube with you or in your drawer and present it out if you feel that things are getting a little bit tight. Yes. Girls need to be moistened before dealing with a big dick. You can't just shove it in, because that's where tearing happens and it can become painful. Bleeding. Unless girls are into that. I mean, I like the whole first initial pain. That gets me off, but a lot of girls don't like pain during sex, so you have to be sure that they're okay with that.
Ready.
If you're moistening up a girl, it widens the area. It's always the great thing. It's always handy dandy.
Don't thrust too deeply, because you need to know what each other's limits are, because you just need to test the waters first with that, because it could really hurt. You
can bruise your insides. You can get
basically like having a massive
bleeding
punch in the inside if you don't know it's gonna happen.
And again, you don't feel it. It's not as painful on the outside. That's why you have to be more careful if you're feeling things a little bit too painful down there, because we don't have that many nerve endings in there, and we don't know how much damage we're actually doing to ourselves. But on the plus side, the womb is one of the most fastest healing areas. The vagina is so fast at healing that you could pretty much tear yourself and then be back to normal the next day. So if you do find a little bit of blood after sex, completely fine, don't worry about it.
It's not a really big issue.
You just got to be careful about the pain. If you're in continuous pain, then you need to have a look at
pain, then you should probably investigate
the bigger picture. But you can just call a sexual health clinic and they can chat to you about that. That's pretty easy to do. Lastly, again with the pain, you need to make sure I spat a bubble. That was so joke. And lastly, you need to make sure that even if your partner says she's not in pain, then possibly listening out for her if you can hear that her moans are a little bit strangled.
Clenching.
Stiff
legs.
If she's silent, if she goes silent, that can mean that they're in pain if they're closing their eyes and tensing up a lot. But just making sure, body language, as long as you read the body, but make sure that they're okay. And again, a lot of girls are really into that, so make sure that they're into it, and
have fun with your big dick.
Have fun with your big dick and have fun with your little dick.
I hope that helps.
And the average size penis is about 5.5 inches.
If you're curious.
If you wanted to know. But I'm sure you're thinking that your penis is a lot smaller than it actually is. You just need someone to worship it.
Yes.
Give it the love it deserves.
Exactly.
Side. Every girl needs that too. They need a bit of worshipping to really know how beautiful their vaginas are.
Exactly.
Just help a brother out.
Love your genitals.
Love them. The balls and the penis and the ginies. Okay.
Bye.